Welcome to David Appears TV, your ultimate destination for exciting news, tons of fun. This is the content that you would find all the honest reviews and all at the Accra Sports Stadium, where the Black Galaxy are preparing towards Nigeria match on Sunday. And here are some of the training footages and what they said at the press conference. Watch and let's come back. And
welcome to the Accra Sports Stadium. This is a pre-match conference for Ghana ahead of the 2024 CHAN qualifier between Ghana and Nigeria. We will try as much as possible to keep it extremely snappy, maximum 10 to 15 minutes. We should be out of this place. I have with me coach of the team, Masoud Didi Dramani, and Captain Isaiah Kuku to take questions from our adorable media. And so let's cut to chase and begin. This is Coach Didi Dramani, Issa Yakub. Let's start with the questions for the coach, please. Yes, Delani.
Coach, Coach Delali here. We've seen you work with the team for a while now. You started with a couple of players. You can see that obviously you reduce it to a certain appreciable number. Do you mind taking us through the process in reducing the number where you are? And if possible, if you would mind sharing the players that your final squad with us.
Okay, thank you very much, and then good morning to our cherished media population. I appreciate really to be here to share some insights of what this team has been through. First of all, we tried as much as possible to put in place a culture that will have us to respect one another, devoid of where you are coming from, and also to appreciate that you are the best quality in the country, and also to try to do things in a very common and simple manner. We also try to put in place a clear direction that is the team philosophy in terms of our approach of where we are going, so that if we decide that we are going to the sea, everybody gets to see to the sea together. And so everybody knows a clear purpose of what is at stake. And this was meant for both technical staff and the playing body. We also put in place a clear direction of play, that is the style of play, in terms of the different phases of the game, what we want to do defensively and what we want to do offensively. And we did this in very detail. And so this was something that I did with the chairman of the management committee in terms of creating an awareness and direction of the entire team. When it came to the playing body, we did a thorough built a thorough database of domestic players in terms of players who are playing in our elite division, that is the Premiership, players who played in the Division Ones, players who also are in our junior national teams, and also building a database with inclusive of players with the Ghana University Football Association, that is the GUSA. And this clearly gives us a clear direction of what our football is made in terms of our football competition structure. And domestically, that is what the CHAN team is supposed to be, and this is what we did. And so the combination of players came in different phases. We had phase one with 24 players and three goalkeepers, that is 27 players. And then we're supposed to sieve, and we did this screening in different phases. And we accumulated this by bringing them in two different phases again, where phase one and two will come out with a number of players, phase three and four comes out with a number of players. And with this, we assemble players from Monday when they play their league games, Tuesday, Wednesday, we play a game, and then they return back to their club. And so that's what, when I started the introduction, I said the intermittent. So intermittently, this is what we're putting in place. And so the team is now 26 players, but I'll assure you that the team is over 500 players because I still appreciate those that came in different phases. You never know, maybe in the next week, you might call one or two of them because they know everything about the team. So this is the combination of the work we've done all this. And we'll be doing this with clear in our monitoring system. I go around all the league centers, my coaches go around all the league centers, and I use other coaches, coaches of the premier clubs, coaches of Division One clubs. I speak with them to give me updates. And each time we call a player and we're releasing the players, we give updates to their various clubs. Each time we invite players, you can attest that Amwa and MP, they were not with us because, and then Samuel Tete and then Afol were not with us because in the initial point because they were engaged in the Champions League. Kotoko had some outstanding matches to clear, so there was no need to have conflict of players' involvement. There was a need to create a collaboration, and so we have this collaboration across with the coaches. That sometimes when the coaches split, that they struggling with the position and the need that player, why not? We need to align. It is all about aligning so that we can all, it is not in our interest, but it's in the interest of the player. So I created that room for Albert Amwa because he was not in the different phases. Because Kotoko had to clear outstanding games and then they had to go to the US. And so we couldn't see him at that time. But I created the opportunity to see him in the last 2 weeks and also have him play about 60 minutes in the game against Togo because I had seen the others very well and I could make a decision. So this is the combination of events in the various activities that the team has been involved from the 30th of October till date.
All right, Alfred.
Well, Coach, my name is Alfred Stechamiza. I work in the media agency for the Korean TV and NFL. How well do you know this Nigerian team that we are playing on Sunday?
I think I have put an internal mechanism that rests within me and then my technical staff. I create a lot of connections and bonding, both within outside Ghana. And so we have adequately followed their events, just as we anticipate that they would have also adequately followed our events. And then you can also understand that the coaches around the Chan team of Nigeria are also part of their Green Eagles. So there can be some similarities of how the Green Eagles play. But I think that I have found my own way of finding, the necessary credible information in terms of how we need to map up. And so we are better aware of what the Nigerian team is made of. More especially, you need to follow the Nigerian league also, and then following the Nigerian league will give you some credible information of how individual players' style of play looks like, and how the coach wants to organize his team both on and off the ball, and then how they deal with set pieces situations. So I think that we have incredibly amassed some very relevant information that leads us. But you can understand that it's important to appreciate your opponent, but it's more credible when you know how you operate. So we appreciate what the opponent are, but I think that we have equally worked on ourselves in order to be able to believe in what we have, and then we also believe that we will take better care of our moments.
All right, Mutala, Media General.
Coach, my name is Mutala. I work with TVV. You talked about the intermittent break in camp. Was that a disruption to your plan, or you rather benefited from that with the players playing matches every weekend?
I think there is a clear balance. It's a clear balance in terms of at the top level, you might not have the player for the whole period. You need to, and that is part of the culture that we have built. The culture we have built is to give them the awareness and perception of what happens at the top level. That at the top level, you come in few days, you get integration and you adapt to tactical means. And then in the physical component, you try to maintain. You don't go beyond because they are in season. And that is why collaboration and aligning is so important, that you have to always communicate with the other side of you, that is their club side, to know where they are. And it is important to also appreciate monitoring when you go out and you watch game. And I connect with them. My good friend Akoto will attest that I connect more with my players, and irrespective of them being in my team or not, I still connect with them. Because I always believe that you are a national figure, and so every player is your player. Today he might be with you, tomorrow he might be with another person, but you need to have that connection, create that bonding. And so the bonding was very key, and the collaboration between clubs has been very, very good, even though there are always challenges, because some clubs will definitely have challenges, and that is fine. But that is why I used the word balance. Always is a balance that is very important.
All right, Kandanka, any question for the coach again, please? Yes, maybe two more questions. Yes, call Clinton.
Good. I don't think injury concerns plan.
I think that we have been very lucky. Football is a physical sport. Definitely, you expect knocks here and there. So far, you can see all the 26 players are on the pitch, and everybody is showing to express so that he catches the eye of the coach. But I think that these players, one thing that I have to emphasize is that the team spirit and the team connect is so great, so great. It's something that it's been long since I saw, and I'm sure it's because of this the structures that have been instituted, and the self-belief in what we are doing, and the acceptance that we want to change a narrative. We want to bring something into the Ghanaian football approaches, that these boys are the crusaders, and that is the challenge I've given them. I said, You are the crusaders of the change that we want to, the revolution that we want to bring around. You are the crusaders of it." And it's something that I really appreciate these boys for that. They are not the players who complain about anything. When I tell them that today we are training, and after training we are in the gym, and they believe in what you say. They have trust in you, because in terms of their difficulties, you are always there talking to their club coaches, talking to their club owners, to tell them that, look, the boy is someone you have to appreciate, and then keep an eye on. And I think that, and I let them know that you are here because of your capabilities. And I'll tell him how I spotted him, and what I've seen in him. I'll give you a small story. I saw this vision player called Nana Kusi, and I called the coach and I told him that they played the game in Beijing, and I just called him on the way. I said, I want Nana Kusi, I want Kusi to come. And then he was like, Nana Kusi? I said, yes, the player in 40 JC, number 40 JC, playing in central midfield. And unfortunately, the guy had lost his brother that very day, so the team was going to drop him in Kumasi after the Beijing game. And the coach was like, "Can you give him another time?" And I said, "Did I call you before I invited him? It's his ability. Tell him, let him make the decision." And when he spoke to the boy said, "No, my brother, I love him, but he's gone. I have to come to camp." So when he came to camp, the first thing I did was I introduced everybody will introduce himself, and then I said a lot about the boy. I said a lot about how he plays. I said a lot about the challenge he was encountered with at that moment. And so I asked everyone to give him a helping hand and support. So can you imagine such a person, what he will give out? So these are the small inputs of connect and bonding that we try to create around it.
Let's do one last question. Yes,
Which I did from that one team. Um, for the national team, most of the times, goals are yes and I need a team. From the senior side, I will be beginner side. Now, I would expect to say local blaster will do more than the senior in terms of scoring goals.
I think that I will speak in perspective of our team, and I believe that we're doing a lot in terms of the different components of the game. Yeah, yeah, no be. Am I
Yes, of course.
Yeah, 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 no be. Ebema, NJ aba football. NJ na eba football no. Goals no share because the objective of football is goals. What starting game na goals. That's what an entertaining part no so. ɛna game na so wɔ no emotional part ɛtɔ da bi wɔn sɛ wɔn ani agye ɛtɔ da bi na wɔn ani ngyeɛ ne nyinaa no so ɛka game no ho but I must say sɛ yɛyɛ nneɛma pii because football na yɛ structure wontumi start game no na ɛno asɛ goals no start sɛ ɛɛba saa sometimes seconds you score a goal sometimes goal na ɛbɛkya na aba in a very later part of the game ne nyinaa no so ɛka game no ho a yɛbɔ no. I think we've done a lot to expect that we try as much as possible, and it's part of our values that we are goal oriented. Goal oriented in the sense that the players know that we want to create many goals in the game, and we want to score as many as we can in the game. We try as much as possible not to concede goals. But sometimes, no, yeah, you can win. Sometimes it may be just academic. Ɛno na wayɛ adwuma no a wɔpɛ but sometimes wopɛ baako mpo no na ayɛ dene sometimes no nka wopɛ sɛ ɛyɛ half goal mpo na ɛnsesa nneɛma bi we appreciate all this and we know that it's part of the sport but I think that we've done a lot and we have what it takes if the opportunities comes and we are able to create them into chances we should be able to bury and get some very very good uh, very better energy, effort, and then good performance. And I believe that when you have these three things in the game, the other aspect that we all are yearning for is just for academic reasons.
All right, so I think coach has spoken enough. Let's talk to Captain Mr. Yakubu. Yes, who has not spoken yet? Media General.
Capito, my name is Mutala. I work with TVTV. Now, Ghana football, our exit from the AFCON, inability to qualify for the next AFCON, does that really put pressure on you, the Black Galaxies? And has there been discussion among yourself not to replicate that or not to follow that path?
Okay, first of all, let me greet good morning, one. And then I will thank the media because the work they are doing is marvelous. The way Ghana football has reached is through them. So I would say they are doing a very good job. Back to your question. Football now is worldwide, and every country is playing very good. And last season is different from this season. And what our coach has taught us and when we get in there, we do what he said, and we have learned a lot. So this season is a different thing, and I hope that we are going to qualify.
All right. The last question on there.
Yeah, for most Ghanaians, we've had high expectations for the CHAN team because we have strong belief in our domestic league. And we also see the CHAN team as a representation of our league. So when we play against any country, we feel like it's our league versus their league. For you as a group, we are playing against Nigeria, one of Ghana's biggest rivals. How ready are you and how tough do you think this task is on you guys?
That's why I've already said, we are from different clubs and then came together since we have come since from October. And through the coaches training, what he taught us, and now we always discuss about Nigeria and then you know what, when it comes to Ghana and Nigeria, you know what's behind, but we are full prepared and we have discussed, me and my colleagues, that it's not going to be easy, but we are sure that we are going to deliver on Sunday. Thank you.
Okay, then the last question. Maybe.
I've seen a lot of videos from your camp online, and it seems there is some form of unity and harmony. With hindsight, we've heard stories from other national teams where, because of how competitive club football is, when players come to camp, there's some form of disunity. How have you been able to harmonize all the boys? Because it seems you are in good spirit for this game.
Yeah, it's true because looking at it, when we see the way we are even think as like we are from the same house, and the way even the coaches are even joking with us sometimes, we talk, we meet them, we chat, even give us more confidence so that we come together and then we make funny things, and this has led to a very high unity in the camp. Thank you.
All right, so gentlemen, this is where we call it a wrap. Thank you very much for joining us here. Associate Chairman and Coach Sarah Community Captain. We thank you. It's 14, 16 hours GMT on Sunday at the house for the we will call on you as always to help us to continue the publicity. It's a must-win game for us, and we look forward to this Classic affair against the Nigerians. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Here you have it. There's training and the press conference. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We'll see you on Sunday. We'll give you all the updates. Thank you. I'm out. Bye bye.